As millions of people travel this weekend, lots of folks are also starting to plan big trips for the summer and the rest of the year. So what do you need to know as you're getting ready, and what are some good last-minute locations? Joining us to answer those questions and more is Jenny, an accredited cruise counselor with Cruise Planners. To start, Jenny, what are you seeing right now in terms of overall demand for summer travel?
So overall demand is crazy. I know that everyone says, "Oh, the economy, I'm worried." But, I think we're seeing it more and more. People learned several years ago not to put things off. So it's crazy. We're finding many, many destinations and ships just sold out. So, people need to realize that last minute deals are extremely hard to find, especially if you are very specific on the week you have to go or you need multiple rooms, things like that. You have to be very flexible right now.
Okay, so what options are there then that have the best bang for your buck if you can't get these last-minute deals we used to get?
So, I've always said planning further ahead. We look at exit strategies. So, really and truly, people need to be planning right now for winter. If you are still looking for something out there, as long as you're flexible a little bit, there are some deals. I actually found one today. I have to admit, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So much so that I grabbed it myself. But, look at Canada, the Rockies, even looking up going into New England, those areas, a little bit cooler, but also unique and not as crowded.
Okay,
Ireland's another great one right now.
okay, I have to know, what is a good enough deal for a travel planner, a pro like you, to say, I've got to buy this?
It was a 100-person yacht over Christmas for an amazing deal for two people. Couldn't turn it down.
Ooh, what a great way to celebrate the holidays.
Yes.
Well, yachts sound fun, but what other kind of destinations are more unusual where you might be able to save some money?
Actually, right now we're seeing a lot of great deals on Antarctica.
What?
That season is, yeah, I know. And I say a great deal, but, normally these are trips that are at least 21 to 24 days long. So you have to have the time. And a great deal is still not, we're not going for under $5,000, but I'm seeing them as much as 75% marked off right now.
Wow, talk about checking off the bucket list there. What a trip.
Exactly.
Summer, I like to stay home in North Carolina during summer because I think it's so beautiful here and I want to
It is.
avoid all the crowds everywhere else. But if you are going to travel, how can you travel in summer and avoid the crowds?
Well, again, look at some of the destinations that are not quite as popular. Right now, those super popular places, Italy, stay away. I mean, it's a great place to travel, but just not this summer. Alaska, super popular and again, overcrowded. Look at something off the beaten track. People want to go to Florida. No, no, no. So crowded right now. Again, go north, go away from where everybody else wants to go.
Where's your favorite place to go in summer?
Oh, that is tough. I actually personally love Greece and Croatia.
Ooh, I don't know much about Croatia. Why is it a place we should consider?
Well, and again, it's a smaller destination and it's unique. It's something that not a lot of people have gone to, these quaint small towns to explore.
A lot of people sitting at home are going to be thinking, those sound like such unattainable trips. How much can you
Not.
really do something like that for?
I'm sorry, ask me again?
A lot of people are going to think those have to be really expensive. What are the cheapest packages you can get to Europe for nowadays?
Honestly, the air is probably the most expensive, but we are seeing air actually come down. So, all in for I'd say a week, you can look at with your air, with a nice cruise or a land package, you can do a nice trip around between 5,500 and 6,000.
What about here in the States? What are good places to go if we want to stay domestic?
If you want to stay domestic, I would say, look at maybe going up to Rhode Island, Maine. Those are some amazing areas. And look at a rail vacation. There are so many wonderful railways that you can explore.
Okay, so you mentioned earlier that we should be planning our winter trips. How do we find
Yes.
the best deals when we do that?
Actually, truly, your travel advisors have deals that people don't realize are out there. The one thing I do caution people is be very careful booking online. You don't know what you're getting. Uh, we are an advisor is going to be able to tell you, yes, this is a vetted property. Yes, that's a great deal. We can work with you to with that whatever your budget is. We can work to make that come true. We just have to know what you want.
And the advisor can help you find those Christmas yacht trips. That sounds like a blast.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much. I hope you have a great trip. And all of this will be up on the 2 Wants to Know section of WFMYnews2.com a little later. If you want to look back and see her past segments as well, Ginny always has amazing advice every time she's on.